Okay, good morning class. So today we're looking at financial maths. We're looking at the examples for exercise 11.3. Okay, if you want to watch the full video or the full lesson of this section of work, you can refer to the description box below. The link is in the box. Okay. So today we're looking at compound interest over different time periods. Okay. So far we've dealt with compound interest compounded yearly. You'll always say they say compounded annually or compounded yearly. Now we're looking at compoundings with semi-annually. Semi means two. Annually, twice a year. So 2 parts in 1 year. Compounded quarterly, 4 parts in the year, and all of those things. Okay. So these are the categories we work with: annually, semi-annually, quarterly, monthly, and daily. How many days are in the year? 365. Okay, so we take our interest, divide by 365. However, you can go through and read through these notes here. However, the variation on the compound annually, daily, monthly, quarterly, all of those things is on compound interest formula only. Okay, you will never see simple interest, where the simple interest has a variation of calculated year, daily or monthly or whatever. So if you see compounded monthly or daily, whatever, you know it's compound interest. Okay. So we're looking at example 1, and this is on page 372. Example 1, page 372. Here we are told that 10,000 rand is deposited into a savings account for 5 years. So 10,000 rand will be what? Which value will be the 10,000 rand? Your P value. Deposited into the savings account for 5 years. So what's going to be 5? Your N. Okay. Calculate the total amount accumulated in the account in each of the following cases. If the interest is 12% per annum, you see it's 12%, so that is your, so do with your rate, your R value. Not so, or link to I. That's your R value. In either one to know if it's compounded annually. What does annually mean for the year? Not so. So I follow the formula. A is equal to P into 1 plus. Okay, just change the pin here. Stick. So A is equal to P into 1 plus I to the exponent N. Not so. That is your straight formula, compound formula. So what's your P value? Sorry? 10,000. 10,000 into 1 plus I. Remember that's 12%, so it will be 1200, which is 1.012 to the exponent 5. That's going to give us 10,000 into 1 plus 0.12 to the exponent 5. Gives you 70,623 rand and 42 cents. Okay, so that's the return you'll get after 5 years. If the question is how much interest was earned, you know what I've said? 70,623 rand and 42 cents minus your principal, which is 10,000 rand. So the interest earned on this money is 7,623 rand and 42 cents. You guys understand? Okay. Yeah.
So what did you say?
Not allowed in our religion to consume this 7,623 rand and 42 cents. Why? Because it's better for you to feed the poor people. Okay. If you got money to save like this, then you can rather, the better investment for you in the afterlife for you to donate or charity. But you can invest as a Muslim, you can invest. Okay. But it's just there's this concept of it, the pure interest. When you borrow somebody money and you expect extra money back from the person, that is not enough. Okay. You rather try and help somebody out than already charging the poor more money. You understand? Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
That's basically it. Okay. You don't have to believe that.
Yeah.
No? I don't want to get no messages saying that I'm telling you to people to become Muslim and all this. Please. Right. B. Compounded quarterly. Now compounded quarterly, there are 4 parts in that year, which means to say that interest is divided by 4. Okay. So the formula here gives A is equal to P into 1 plus I over 4 to 4 parts of that year. So if it's for 1 year, then the interest will be calculated 4 times in that year. Can you see that, people? If it's 2 years, then the interest will be calculated 2 times 4, which is 8 times. You understand? If it's 5 years, the interest will be calculated 5 times 4, which is 20 times in 5 years. You guys understand? So your principal here is going to be 10,000 into 1 plus I, which is 0,12 over 4 to the exponent 4 times 5. So that there. So you're going to get 10,000 into 1 plus 0,12 over 4 to the exponent 4 times 5, which is 20. So you're going to get 18,000 and 61 rand and 11 cents. Okay. C. Compounded monthly. So what do you think the formula will be then? A is equal to P into 1 plus I over 12. Why over 12? 12 months in 1 year. To the exponent, 12 times. What is 12 in? You'll see me writing now. 12 in and 4 in and so on. Okay. You all agree with that? What's your P value? It's going to be 10,000 into 1 plus 0,12 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 5. So you can still write 60. Okay, you all agree with that? You all understand? You're going too fast? It will be 10,000 into 1 plus 0,12 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 5. So we give you 18,166 rand. 18,166 rand and 97 cents. Okay. Let's look at D. D, compounded daily. What will the formula look like then? A is equal to P into 1 plus I over 365 to the 365. What's the principal amount? Your starting value is 10,000 into 1 plus 0,12 over 365 to the 365 times 5. 10,000 into 1 plus 0,12 over 365 to the 365 times 12, times 5 for 5 years. 18,000 219 rand and 39 cents. What do you notice? The more frequent the compounding occurs, the better the return. Not so. So your compounded yearly gave you a return of 17,623 rand and 42 cents. Compounded quarterly, which means to say it's compounding 4 times in that year. It's 18,061 and 11 cents. Compounding 12 times in the year, which is compounded monthly, gave you a bit more. And the most was the better return was for the compounding at 365 times for the year. So the more the compounding, whilst the rest of the conditions remains the same, the better the return. Not so? Right. They could have asked you which one is the better investment, and the better investment would be D. If it's a payment, the better payment would be A. No? Because if you want to invest, you want to get a bigger return. If you want to pay, you want to pay less. Not so? Next. There's the note here. Note. You will notice from the example that the more frequent the compounding period is, the better the return on the savings is. Over a longer period of time, this will make a significant difference. So if you make that calculation and the calculation over 20 years, or 30 or 35 years, you will see a bigger return over that investment that was made. Okay, of 10,000. So the longer the time period, the better the investment will be. Okay. Of course, after more than if you go 20 years, you'll see the big difference between the values. In example 2, and example 2 is on page. Sorry? Let me just put that there. Example 2. Page 373. Okay. So here we are told that $150,000 deposited into a savings account. Let's take it away. 150,000 is deposited into a savings account. Calculate the total accumulated amount at the end of 16 years. So 150,000 Rand is going to be your P value. That's going to be, for 16 years, is your N value. Calculate the accumulated amount. So you're going to calculate the A value. In the first case, the interest is 8% per annum compounded annually. Okay? So in A, what's the formula? A is equal to P into 1 plus I to the exponent N. Not so? So what's my P value? 150,000 Rand into 1 plus 0,08 to the exponent 16. So it's going to be 150,000 into 1 plus 0,08 to the exponent 16. Going to give you 513,000. Is that correct? Let's check in the textbook. 513,000. 891 and 40 cents. Can you see how much 150,000 Rand brings you back after 16? No? Let's look at B. B says the interest is 8% per annum compounded monthly. What's my formula then? A is equal to P into 1 plus I over 12 to the exponent 12. Not so. What's my P value? 150,000 into 1 plus I, which is 0,08 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 16. Same amount invested, same time span. However, the compounding is different. Here you'll actually see it's over 12. You see that it's more than 20,000 Rand just by that compounding being different. Okay. So that return is 537,000. 209 Rand and 15 cents. Okay. You will understand? C says, calculate the interest earned in each case. So in case 1, in case A, okay, case A, we're going to have the interest here is going to be A minus P, which is 513,891 rand and 40 cents minus 150,000. I know that's behind the calculator. Just do the calculation quickly. So it's going to be that answer minus 150,000 gives you 363,000. 363,363,891, comma 40 cents. That's the interest earned on that amount. Okay? And as in case B, okay, your interest here, same story. Okay? But this time the return is 537,209 rand and 50 cents minus your 150,000. Okay? So the answer minus 150,000 gives you 387,209 rand and 50 cents. Can you see that before? Then this is, what is the difference in the interest earned? How do you work out the difference? It's a case B minus case A. Not so. So it's just going to be 387,209 rand and 15 cents minus 363,891 rand and 40 cents. You just do that calculation. I think that's also behind the calculator. I'm going to take a calculator away. Okay. So that gives us, so that's the first amount minus 363,891.40 gives you 23,317 rand and 75. Okay, you guys understand? Any confusion? So with that, you should be able to do exercise 1.3. Okay. 11.3, sorry. Alright, stop the video at this point.